Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, I need you to fix Google Bing immediately. Red wire, black wire, white wire. Oops. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. I need you to fix Google Bing immediately. Another tale from the out-of-hours IT desk. Me, service desk. Caller, Google Bing isn't working. Is the system down? It's very important I use the Bing. Note, yes, caller actually said the Bing. Me, I'm sorry, can you confirm which system you're referring to, as I'm unfamiliar with that? Caller, Google Bing. Really, how can you not know this? Me, Google Bing is not a system we support out of hours nor in hours. This sounds like a mashup between two different search engines. What exactly is happening? Caller, I need Google Bing to do my job. This is unacceptable. I can't find Google Bing anywhere on my PC. How dare you remove this? I need you to fix Google Bing immediately. Me, may I remote in to take a look? Turns out that caller had a shortcut on her desktop called Google Bing. This opened the Bing search homepage in Google Chrome. Shivers. She'd accidentally changed the name of the shortcut from Google Bing to something else, and hence could not find it. Me, okay, that has been renamed now, so you're good to go. Caller, next time don't mess around with my computer. I know you guys changed this, I'm not stupid. I have a certificate of proficiency in computering. Me, okay, thanks for calling. Click. Note, yes, caller really said computering. I died a little inside after taking this call. Red wire, black wire, white wire. Oops. A friend of a friend, long story, had a skee ball game they wanted me to try fixing for them. It was one of the first to have circuit boards, so I didn't really know what to expect. However, there is good news, schematics are available. The bad news is that the wiring to the bottom half is somewhat butchered, and some of the connectors are cracked and would need replacement. After replacing the damaged power cord, I plugged it in, and it appears that the motherboard at least boots up. The screen animates in what I call a zeroing around pattern. I can see missing segments, but that may be an easy thing to fix. These older machines actually used incandescent bulbs behind the segments. But first, I need to find the wires for the coin switch, and see if the logic responds to that and starts the game. On the schematic, I find that the coin switches go to the 3-pin connector that has the color code, white, red and black. No problem. I find a handy little wire and stick it between the red and black wires and pop. The machine loses power. What? Well, darn. I guess I blew the fuse. So I take the fuse out and FSCK. The fuse is intact. Now I'm really getting that sinking feeling that I just made a very expensive and embarrassing mistake. The lights in the room are still on, so I don't think the fuse in the house blew, because most houses have the outlets and lights in a given room on the same circuit. However, where does this extension cord go exactly? I follow it to a power strip, which is receiving no power even though the switch is on. I follow that to the outlet, and you guessed it, the GFCI has turned off. I press reset and hallelujah. The game comes back on, completely unharmed. Re-examining the entire schematic before touching anything else, I figure out what I did. The ball release solenoid runs on the high voltage AC from the wall, using a simple triac to turn it on. They used the same wire colors on the connectors for the ball release solenoid as they did for the coin switches. The ground wire was red instead of green, but white is still neutral and black is still live. So, I had connected live directly to ground. Thankfully, I didn't use a bare paper clip for that purpose, or I'd probably be dead. In the manufacturer's defense, the two connectors are far enough away from each other that the wires for the wrong one would be too short to actually plug them in together. So in the end this was really my fault for not reading the entire schematic, or indeed, the entire page of said schematic, before I started crossing wires. There had been times in the past where I had gone down the rabbit hole of tracing out every single line, and trying to understand what everything meant, thus tripling the time it took me to repair something because I didn't see the forest through the trees, e.g. missing a broken solder connection or obviously burned out transistor, connector that works if you push on it, or whatever. So that is why I jumped at the opportunity to just say okay, I found what I'm looking for, let's try this. By the way, if the title sounds familiar, it is a paraphrasing of a kid's book my mom used to read me, where it would say something like red socks, blue socks, white socks, and then oops with a picture of, for example, someone putting the socks on their hands instead of their feet, putting their shirt on backwards, or whatever. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.